What's up, guys? I'm going to try this again. Had some audio difficulties earlier. So, showing you guys how to do the outline assignment. Okay, so I've kind of cleaned up my instructions a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through this on the computer to show you how to do this assignment. I've got a bunch of tabs open, but that'll make sense here in just a second. All right, open up the provided outline. That's this outline template. I've already got it open here. Okay, but when you click on that, this is what you see. Okay, we've got all of these different comments on what to do. So this is kind of a second instruction sheet, just like we did with the source assignment, but I used comments on the side to show you what I'm talking about with each of these steps. Okay, but the first thing you have to do, and this is just something that it does sometimes with these assignments, makes it where you can't edit the one that I send you, so you have to make your own. Okay, so copy and paste this onto a document that you create. But I want you to make this document. Okay, hopefully you watch this video. Okay, make this document in your folder. So open up your folder in Drive. Okay, click New. Go down to Google Docs. Okay, from a template, and then create this MLA report. Okay, so you're going to label this when you open it up and make it. Okay, you're going to label that, and you label it by clicking up there where it says report. Okay. Your God's name, so I'm doing Zeus, my name, and then one more thing, just literally write outline. Okay, then you're going to take all this crap and just delete it. Okay, we're just doing this template just so we have the formatting already done. So because sometimes it's kind of hairy, okay, for us. It jumps back and forth on stuff that we copy and paste from. Okay, so we want that all to be in Times New Roman 12-point font, double spaced, half-inch margins, all that junk. But you don't need to know that if you just do the template. Okay, so we're going to select everything on this document, copy it. I'm either pushing Control-C or I'm right-clicking on it, right? Okay, and then I'm going to go to this outline I created and paste it. Okay, so I followed those directions there. Okay, so I pasted it, I renamed it. Now I need to fill out the appropriate information that's on there. Okay, all I'm doing there is like literally writing my name, put an instructor name. I'm going to use Coach Hurt. You guys will put me, right? Putting English 1, and then the day's date you write like this: 30 November 2020. Okay, and then for the title, I'm just replacing that with Zeus outline. Okay, so this is what I have here. I'm going to jump back over to the template that has the comments on it. Okay, this is what you're filling in. All right, so it's written for you. So this blank, you just put your God's name here. Okay, this one, you're going to pick either his or her, whichever one fits. Okay, so if it's a boy, pick his. If it's a girl, pick her. Okay, this is where we're going to put what job that they do or what they're in charge of. And then this is the blank we're going to fill in one of those things that we found interesting. Okay, so it's going to be different, okay, in those blanks, but the rest is going to be the same for everybody. And then I explain a little. There's only one difference down here for a hero. Okay, instead of governing, okay, we're embodying. All right. So, and I even have a example right here for you for Zeus. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the one that I've done. Okay, or copied and pasted. And literally all you're going to do is just fill in these blanks. So to fill in these blanks, just select the little underline thing, okay, and then type your person's name in. Okay, so I'll do Poseidon just because I've already done Zeus. Okay, so they'll read: a troop representative of Greek mythology, Poseidon, played his, so I'm going to delete her, part in Greek culture by governing. Well, what was he in charge of? He was in charge of the sea, and earthquakes. And interestingly enough, Poseidon was both, or sorry, was okay. Poseidon was brothers, but I'm just making this stuff up just to fit. Okay, but I'm just showing you how to replace those blanks in there. Okay, so when you're finished, I'm just going to leave. You can delete all this stuff. I'm going to leave my example up here because I did my stuff, my examples, over Zeus. So that's how it reads, and I left that underlined, just showing you that you'll change some of that stuff, okay, to fit whoever you got. Okay, so if you got a hero, that's fine. Okay, just fill in the appropriate information in there just like it says for it. Okay, I'm going back and forth with this template because it has my instructions on it that are commented. So right here, okay, I'm copying and pasted my quoted information from my sources. Okay, each time I'm pressing enter for a new capital letter. That's this part where it talks about begin categorizing my information from each source. So if I haven't done my source assignment yet, I'm going to have trouble doing this. Okay, so make sure you go back and do that one first. Okay, so I've got this folder up, and if I don't, just go ahead and open up your folder, and you're going to open up your first source document. And I'm literally just looking for stuff that I have commented on that was part of the source assignment, okay, for all of my different paragraphs. So if I click on my comment here for paragraph 1, it highlights it for me, okay, a little darker. Okay, so I just copy that, come here in this blank just like I did for the thesis, right? I'm replacing the blank, and I'm pasting. Okay, the next step here, this is outlined in this outline. Ha, see what I did there? Okay, this is where we type in the first piece of bib information for my source. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay, so remember my source assignment, I put this up here up top. So the first thing that sticks out up to the first punctuation mark, which is a period, okay, is this. So I copy that, and then I replace it here. And I'm just going to put that in parentheses. And I'll do this each time I grab something from this source. So when I push enter, it gives me a 2. Okay, to get the B, I push shift and tab at the same time. Then I'm going to put my next thing, okay, from my source. Okay, so as I look and read, I'm looking for paragraph 1s. There's a paragraph 1 or 3, so I'm going to use that. Just copying it. Down here, I don't have anything to replace here because it's a new one. Okay. Then it gives me C. I tab over. It's coming from the same source, so I'm just copying and pasting this here. So each time, okay, even though, okay, I know I'm getting it from the same source because I'm working from the same source. When we start putting our stuff from our other source, it'll get confusing if you don't do this each time. Okay, so I did that. All right. Now I'm looking for my second paragraph. First time I put that. Okay, here was his job. There we go. I click on it. It gives me that. I copy it. And I paste it. And again, push enter, tab over. I need this again. Okay, so it's coming from the same source. So I'm just literally copying and pasting. Okay, make sure I got that from that. Okay, I go down to where I can find my next paragraph 2, inclusion there. Copying it. Going back to my document, I got to push enter, shift tab to get to my B, paste it, push enter again, tab, and then I'm pasting that. Boom. Okay. I'm going to go back up and get my paragraph 3. Okay, this one I labeled paragraph 1 or 3, and it's okay if you have some of those that are both. Put them in both spots, because you don't know which one you're actually going to use where. We're going to find that out later on. Okay. So I've got my interesting fact. That's my first one, so I come to the A, paste it, got to push enter, tab over. I'm going to grab my parenthetical stuff right here. Make sure I've got that where it belongs. Okay, so literally I'm already done, okay, with that first source. That was how fast we can do that copying and pasting. Okay, but it works fast because I've already done all my previous assignments. Okay, so I would repeat this process for my source 2, okay, and I'll have all the stuff, okay, from my sources onto this 1 or 2, maybe even 3-page document. Okay, that's a whole lot easier to look through for when I'm writing my paper than it would be for me to try to glean all that stuff from 30, 40-page websites. Okay, so that's why we do this. Okay, it weeds all that stuff that we're not going to use out. Okay, and it makes it a whole lot easier for our eyes to look at one page than it does for us to have to look through, like I said, about 30 or so. All right, so once I'm done doing my source 1 and source 2, copying and pasting all that stuff, I'm done with my outline. So I turn that in. Okay, but seriously, it's super important for you to start at the bottom and work your way up, because you're going to have no idea how to do this assignment if you have no idea what a source document is. Okay, and you won't have any idea what a source document is if you don't pick your person and actually do the research part of it. Okay, so step by step, we're taking baby steps. Okay, this is baby step number 4. Okay, doing this outline. It'll all be so much easier. Okay, if you follow the process, you'll realize, man, this stuff all works together and it's all easy. Okay, it's just like in math, like you don't know how to multiply until you know how to add, right? You don't know how to divide until you know how to subtract. It works on the concept that came before it. So that's the same thing we're doing here in English. Okay, we're just doing a process. You have to do kind of an order of operations, and this is how we work this research assignment. Okay, and if you do this, this is the process that you'll use. It'll be very, very helpful later on when you're writing these bigger papers. Okay, but just follow the directions, look at the template. Okay, use the template for the thesis statement. Just plug in your information from your person. Okay, and then copy and paste and make sure you put in where you got that stuff from, because it'll be super, super helpful. Okay, when you're writing your paper, it makes it so much easier having all this stuff right in front of you while you're writing. Okay, again, just like I said during our Google Meet today, if some of you missed that, that's okay. I understand. I mean, we're all living and doing different stuff in different places and different times. So just use this video to go back and forth and explain some of the things that you might be having problems with. If you have any other struggles with it, I can actually go to your paper and help you on your paper, even though that's kind of weird. I'm here and you're there. Okay, but if we're on the same document at the same time and you share it with me, I can help you on your actual assignment. Okay, that way. So take advantage of those things. Okay, and really, if you don't understand something, let me know. But first, look at the directions, then watch the video. And if you still don't get it, reach out to me by email or something like that, and I'll get with you and help you best I can. All right, you guys have a good rest of the day.